Most players turn on the gyroscope, try it for 2 days, then quit because it feels hard and uncomfortable. But what if I tell you that gyro is actually the secret behind laser sprays, better tracking, and pro-level aim? In this video, I'm going to break gyro down into simple steps for beginners. And if you watch till the end and follow these tips, you'll not just understand gyro, you'll start controlling your recoil like a pro. Let's start. Before we start the video, let me quickly explain the gyroscope settings, because many players get confused here and then blame the gyro for bad aim. Gyroscope has 3 options. First is off. This means gyro will not work at all. Second is scope on. This means the gyroscope works only when you open your scope. And third is always on. This means gyro works all the time, whether you scope in or not. For beginners, scope on is usually the safest start, so you don't feel out of control. Now let's talk about sensitivity, because this is where most players get confused. You will see 2 types: gyroscope sensitivity and ADS, gyroscope sensitivity. The first one controls your camera movement when you are not firing. This works for no scope, TPP, FPP, or any scope. It only controls how your screen moves when you tilt your phone. The second one is the ADS gyroscope sensitivity. This only works when you are firing. This setting controls your recoil control. Let me give you a simple example so you understand. Suppose I set my 3x gyroscope sensitivity to 100, but my ADS gyroscope to 1. When I move my phone, the camera moves normally, but the moment I start firing, ADS gyro takes over, and since it is set to 1, I can't control recoil at all, and if I max it out, it can feel too sensitive and shaky. That's why we must balance both settings properly, and in this video, I will show you how to adjust them step by step. Now that you understand how a gyroscope works, let's jump into the real tips. Before we continue, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Enjoy GM. If you play games like PUBG Mobile, Delta Force, Arena Breakout, or other popular games, then this is actually really useful for you guys. Enjoy GM is a fast and secure top-up platform where you only need your UID to recharge. No password, no account login, nothing like that. So the whole process is super quick and safe. Just click the link in my description, select your game, choose your pack, enter your UID carefully, and complete the top-up safely. And here's the best part. If you're a new user, you can get an extra 8% site-wide coupon after signing up. And if you want an even more 5 to 12% discount, you can use the link in my description and pinned comment. Like if you select this 6,000 plus 2,100 UC, you can get it at just $88. They're also PCI DSS certified. Have a lot of positive reviews on Trustpilot. Now this is the moment where you actually start using the gyroscope. First of all, go to the training ground. Don't test the gyro in real matches, because you'll just get frustrated and quit early. Open your settings, go to gyroscope, and enable scope on only. This gives you control without making your movement messy. Now pick up an M4 and attach a 3-time scope for practice. Stand about 40 to 50 meters away from the dummies. Next, go to settings, then sensitivity, then gyroscope. Find your 3x scope sensitivity. Start with a small random number. Don't worry about perfect numbers yet. Now here's the important part. Try moving your aim from one dummy's head to another using only the gyroscope. No finger dragging, no firing, just pure gyro movement. Slowly move from one head to the next. If your aim feels slow or you can't switch targets smoothly, go back to settings and increase sensitivity by 2 to 5%. Then try again. Repeat this process until your aim transfers smoothly between targets. In my case, I have my own perfect number, but don't blindly copy mine. Your best sensitivity depends on your device, your hand control, and your play style. Do the same method for other scopes like 4 times and 6 times. And remember, right now, you are only setting your base sensitivity. It doesn't need to be perfect yet. Once your camera gyroscope feels comfortable, now it's time to adjust real combat control. At this stage, you will use both finger movement and the gyroscope together. This combination gives the best control. If anything feels hard to control, make small adjustments. Don't do big changes. Gyro is all about fine-tuning. Keep practicing and first focus on making your camera gyroscope comfortable. When your camera control feels natural, recoil control becomes much easier later. Now let's come to ADS gyroscope sensitivity. This is the most important part because this setting controls your recoil. First, start with a small number. Then go to the training ground and test your recoil using only the gyroscope. No finger dragging at all. Just tilt your phone and try to control the spray. And yes, your first attempt will probably feel bad. That's completely normal, so don't panic. If your recoil goes out of control, increase the sensitivity by a few % and try again. Repeat this step again and again until your recoil control starts feeling better. You don't need perfect control right now, just something comfortable. For me, I have my own numbers that feel good, but don't copy anyone blindly. naturally. Your best sensitivity depends on your device and your hand movement. Once you find a decent number, repeat the same process for all scopes. Now your base ADS gyroscope setup is ready. If you did this properly, bro, you are already 50% done mastering gyro. Now let's move to real recoil control practice. This time, you will use both fingers and the gyroscope together, because that's how pro players actually control recoil. Stand about 50 meters away from a target and spray using mostly the gyroscope. Since you already tuned your settings, it should feel better now. Next, try spraying using only your fingers. If you've been a non-gyro player before, this will feel familiar. Now comes the real technique. Combine both. Use around 50% gyro and 50% finger control. Let gyro handle micro control while your fingers handle bigger corrections. Do 5 to 10 sprays like this, and you'll start understanding the balance. Then move to 75 meters and repeat the same process. After that, try from 100 meters and adjust if needed. If your spray goes too high or too low, make small sensitivity adjustments. Tiny changes make a big difference. Keep practicing this cycle, and your control will improve fast. Bro, once your settings are ready, the only thing left is practice. Give yourself at least 7 days, and the gyroscope will start feeling natural. After that, you'll wonder how you ever played without it. If you're struggling with high recoil or left-right spray problems, then I highly recommend you watch my next video, where I have explained recoil control in full detail and showed how you can build your own perfect sensitivity for any weapon and any scope.